The trial over former Metropolitan Police Special Constable Paul Hoile has been ongoing this week. I first reported on this one back in July this year after he was charged with RAPE in following a assault in Shropshire relating to an incident on Sheriff Howes Drive, Lillishall on Tuesday the 5th of July. He was arrested late evening the following day in Benfleet in Essex and transported to Telford Nick, where he was subsequently charged and suspended from duties. Well, he had claimed that the sexual conduct was consensual and was without fuss, but still faced his trial after pleading not guilty following a previous court appearance. Appearing at Wolverhampton Crown Court this week, Hoile is said to have broken down in tears as he continued to deny the charges against him. He told the court that he believed his alleged victim was consenting during a late-night encounter. Giving evidence from the witness box on Monday, Hoile contradicted the woman's account that he had instructed her not to drive after questioning her about her driving licence, telling jurors he had produced his warrant card twice at the woman's request. Hoile also alleged the complainant had lied to the jury about him snatching his phone. He said he had been polite whilst talking to the woman and that she said she was calling a taxi. "I was just being kind really, a normal person." He claimed that after he stupidly positioned the woman, Hoile said she dropped to her knees and performed a sex act on him before further consensual activity took place near a fence in a dark lane. Why can't I ever find these bloody women? Wiping away his tears with his hands, he then recalled how he was detained and transported in a cage in a police van. Hoile added, "I didn't know what has gone on." Now, isn't it interesting that when police are the victims of being arrested, they love to talk about how distressing it all was, how they were put in a cage or had handcuffs used on them or other nonsense. I do find this particularly interesting because they have no fear or second thought about the general public when they themselves have done the exact same thing to them, but they make a big deal out of it when it happens to them. I do find myself quietly chuckling over the thought of the fear that must go through their heads whilst they're in that situation. Hoile even told the court, "I was put in a police cell. I couldn't phone my family. I couldn't tell anybody where I was. It was just stress. I didn't know what on earth was going on. I was just scared. I was worried." Oh, diddums. Doesn't feel so good, does it? You bunch of cunts. Under cross-examination by prosecutor Caroline Goodwin KC, Hoile said he was a respectable person and insisted the complainant was totally fine and had known it wasn't a police matter. After being taken through the wording of the police oath to serve with fairness, integrity, diligence and impartiality, Hoile claimed he had not produced his warrant card willingly and was not performing his duty when speaking to the woman. And I bet Wayne Couzens thought the same, or David Carrick, Thomas Smith, Lawrence Knight, Ernesto Serraldi. Granted, not all from the Metropolitan Police, but you get where I'm going with that. Hoile continues to deny misconduct in public office, 3 counts of rape and a charge of causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent. And the trial continues.